Hey, Scruffy. Still raining. Yeah, the weather sucks today, huh? Mm. Gonna explore tonight? Gonna get your smelly fish tonight. I knew the weather was gonna turn bad, so the food selection was in preparation for the bad weather. So I got his favorites, extras of it. So you see, I have a new platform for his food on the table there. So I'll talk a little more about that. I brought it out at lunch. Get the glove on. Actually, let me kind of take the old plate off so I can move it later. Okay. Wow, yeah, the weather, the rain's really coming down right now. Look, I'm gonna get soaked. There's a leak right over my where I'm sitting. Still haven't gotten that fixed. I didn't think we were gonna get that much more rain, so I was gonna wait for the end of the season. Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, it's really loud right now from the rain, so it's hard to hear. So the weather forecast has been predicting weather like this for the past few days now, but this is the first time it's actually materialized. So it's been pretty benign the past few days. It's actually not that bad right now, but it's a lot more rain than we've seen recently. And the wind did pick up a little bit, so it's not too bad right now. It looked like it calmed down a little while ago. There was some banging. There's a loose, I think, panel, the overhead paneling for this area, which keeps the water out. Yeah, it's loose in one place, I think, and when the wind blows, it bangs up and down. So I've been thinking I need to probably take a look at it and nail it down or something, but I figured to wait till after the rainy season, which I think should be almost over. I'm actually surprised it's gone this far. Usually we don't get enough rain. So, because the weather was bad today, I stayed in. I think it's the first day I've actually stayed in because of the weather. I've been expecting to stay in because of the weather, but every day we keep getting a break in the weather, and it actually gets sunny at certain points. And the temperature was rising, and kept feeling, well, if it's not raining, I should go out, get some exercise. Because the moment I don't, then it's going to start being like this. So I'm definitely glad I went out yesterday, and not today. So let's see. I'm kind of having a boring day. Still burned out. So I've been working on various things, putting off what I really need to do, my taxes. So probably need to start or work on that, like now. um, I was waiting for some final papers to get mailed and finalized, and I think they're all done now, so I don't have any excuse to not work on it. But yeah, I've been a little burned out. So I think I mentioned the other day, I was writing a bug report for some software I was using, and yeah, it keeps crashing on me. And so trying to figure out how to get it not to crash and trying to report the bug so yeah, the people can fix it. I got a response back, so they were asking for a little more information, so I ended up spending more time trying to figure out their bug. So I'm a little burned out on it. I hope this means they're going to fix it and make it better. So I also found a performance issue. So I was kind of talking about that, or I was working on that today. So I think it's running slower than it should be. Software is so slow. Even though the hardware keeps getting faster, the software keeps getting slower. It's really annoying. Coincidentally, I was reading it was an interview. Somebody who complains about software quality and why it's so slow and disappointed. Why it shouldn't be that way, and he was debating. He got an interview with somebody who I think strongly disagrees with him, and they did it as a text interview. So he was writing up the notes on a website. I think it was GitHub. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But anyway, at the end of the interview, he was, I guess, typing up the interview as they were talking, and software that he was using to type got really, really slow. So even the letters that he was typing couldn't even keep up with him. I mean, that's how slow the software was. It's ridiculous. And it's just kind of to prove his point. Because the guy's debating and saying, "No, that's not such a big problem. Only it matters only sometimes." And then he's like, "I'm writing a stupid piece. I'm writing a couple paragraphs here, and this thing can't even keep up with what I type." And it was really slow. So he recorded the video of it so you can see it, and so he linked it in the article or the write-up. And you can see it was maybe 10 seconds behind him. It was that slow. Scruffy's screaming in. I think I'm going to get Scruffy his food. Okay, so I'm going to move this little table back. And I'm going to see if he can eat off of this table. Okay. So I hope this isn't too high, so that's my biggest concern. So basically, Scruffy's been throwing up at lunch recently, more often anyway. He throws up all the time, but my attempts to slow him down haven't worked so well, so I thought maybe I need to try something different. And so my theory is that I read that the cat's esophagus is horizontal, so gravity's not helping get the food down, especially when he's crouching down low. So if you can elevate the food, maybe the gravity will help get the food down. So I found that little table today. Not sure what it's from, but I thought, hey, it's about perfect size for Scruffy. So yeah, I'll try that. And so I brought it up for lunch, and since it's out here now, I'm gonna try it for dinner too. But at lunch, yeah, he was only dealing with the plate. Now he's dealing with both the bowl and the plate. But yeah, before we get to lunch, yeah, I do want to mention I did see Scruffy on the table today, both in the morning and in the afternoon, and he was sleeping in the carrier again. So that's huge. So basically, for over 2 years now, I've been trying to get him acclimated to that carrier, and he's basically been afraid of it the entire time. So at best, if I put food in there, he'll stick his head in, and he'll dart in and out trying to get the food, and then getting it out real quickly without getting stuck in the carrier, because he doesn't trust it. Well, yesterday, for the first time, he just willingly walked inside of it, and then started grooming, and then took a nap. And today, once again, I saw him this morning in the carrier taking a nap. And then later this afternoon, once again, he went back in the carrier and took a nap. So yeah, that's a major shift in Scruffy's behavior. It's pretty interesting. Yesterday, I don't know what prompted it. Today, because it was colder, rainy, and a little windy, yeah, I can kind of see why he might want to go in there. So I put straw in there recently with the thermal blanket. So I thought maybe the straw might make it more appealing. And maybe that worked. But I think he'd be better off in the shelter, which is under the table. But yeah, he still doesn't seem to want to go in that. But I guess we'll work on that one next. Because yeah, the shelter should be protected from the wind. Up here on the table, I think he's going to get a draft from the wind. Because they have the little slits in the carrier for ventilation. It's probably going to make it windy as well. But he didn't seem to mind. I don't think he was buried in the straw, though. But I'm guessing the straw and the blanket are probably kind of warm, so he's probably okay. And then, yeah, I came out with lunch and did the little elevated platform for the first time. Hey, Scruffy. It's finally raining, huh? Yeah. So you're sleeping in the carrier a few hours ago. It's actually a little sunnier then. Or at least not raining. Okay, we're gonna try something a little different. So I'm gonna try to elevate your food so you don't throw up. So I found a little tiny table. Not sure how to do this. So I think we'll put that down there. Just got a little table. So let's put the plate on top of it, maybe. And now the question is, do I put the water ball on there, or do I put them on the deck and keep the... So my goal is to still slow down Scruffy, but if he eats slightly elevated, maybe he won't throw up. So my concern is, yeah, he pushes the bowl around trying to get the food, and I don't want the bowl to tip over or the whole plate to fall off the little platform. Tonight's dinner is smelly fish kibble and rotisserie chicken scraps. And I put a little extra kibble and scraps in there because the weather's so bad tonight. So yeah, a lot of rain, some wind. A little cold too, though it's not as cold as it's been the past few weeks, so it's not too bad right now. But I probably should have wore a glove on my camera hand because my fingers are starting to get a little numb. So, yeah, I did a little bit of quick research on elevated bowls. I didn't think it was a thing, but yeah, apparently other people come to kind of the same conclusion I've come to. I couldn't find any scientific research on it, but yeah, I think people are saying there's a lot of anecdotal evidence that elevating the cat food bowl might seems to help reduce cats prone to scarf and barking. So, and it looks like you can buy commercial elevated bowls as well as do it yourself. Some of the fancier ones I saw, they're both elevated and tilted, because if they're elevated, I guess it's harder for the cat to get at the food. Fortunately, yeah, I don't really want to buy anything, and I don't know how to make a tilted bowl. I may have to look around for maybe a shallower bowl. But I think I'd also like to find a heavier bowl that doesn't slide around. One thing I'm noticing, or I've been worried about, is yeah, Scruffy kind of pushes the bowl around when he's trying to get to the food, especially when there are balls in there. And the balls are slowing him down from scarf and barfing as well. But since he pushes the bowl around, I'm worried it's going to fall off the little platform. So, anyway, yeah, I'd like to find maybe a heavier bowl that doesn't slide around, and a shallower one at that, and then one maybe that's even slightly more elevated off the platform. So I'll be thinking about it. But I don't know, maybe this is sufficient. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how often Scruffy throws up. So if he throws up once, I probably still have to measure it against how many times he does it. See, I don't think I'm ever going to solve this scarf and barf problem completely. So I move the balls, left some kibble in there. So there's a little bit of kibble, and I think there's a little bit of rotisserie chicken there too. I remember a long time ago when I was trying to figure out how to I think it was when I was trying to figure out how to make a slow cat feeder before I got the balls. I was just going through the websites, and for some reason I thought I remember somebody weighing down the bowl with a barbell weight. And I guess it was so they wouldn't slide the thing. I forgot why they needed a barbell weight, but that thing wasn't going to slide. Got me thinking, gee, maybe I should do that. But it'll be a waste of a good barbell weight. So I think Scruffy's satisfied. Let's take him out. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.